thanks for coming. I see some familiar faces in the audience, and so some of you may know that I love the outdoors, that I love to go camping, hiking, biking, running. And so today I'd actually like to show you how to hang up a hammock. And so I have some of my supplies here, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about what it means to have a hammock. Because sometimes you can use it when you're done with a hike and you want to rest, or if you're camping and you don't want to pitch a tent and you'd love to look out and see the stars in the sky. And so I'd actually like to start out by telling you a little bit about the location of where you should hang your hammock, a little bit about the materials associated with having a hammock, and then I'm finally going to show you how to hang a hammock, and at the end of it I'm just going to relax. So first of all, I have already found a space where I can hang my hammock. It's in between these two trees from here to here, and something about these trees is that they're actually sturdy enough to hold me. So if you're a little bit concerned about how your hammock is going to be positioned, make sure the distance between the trees is at least 10 feet or more. And then you're going to move the tree to see if it's sturdy enough to hold your weight. And now moving on to the materials, I'm actually an owner of an Eno double nest hammock, and so this fits two people. And there is the hammock itself. There are the two carabiners on either side of the hammock, and there are two sets of straps. Now, if you look at the straps, you can see that there are two sides. There's a side which has one loop, and there's a side with numerous loops. And as you can see, when I go over to the tree, I will take the side with one loop, or I will take the side with numerous loops, and I will pull them through the side with one loop. And then I'm going to position it as high as I want it to be. And because these trees are quite small, quite short, I would actually like to have my hammock a little bit higher so that my butt isn't touching the ground when I'm on there. And then I'm going to move over to the next tree, take the same measure as I did over there. Going to take the side with numerous loops. You don't want to make your straps be twisted at all. And then you're going to pull the side with numerous loops through the one loop. And then I'm actually going to position it as high as I can, right there. And then what's good to do, you're going to make sure that your hammock is not inside out, because I personally like to have the pocket available for access to a book, water bottle, phone, anything like that. And as you can see, the pocket is right here, so I'm gonna start setting it up. So I take the strap side with numerous loops, and I'm gonna go about halfway down the strap so that it is nice and snug. And then when I go onto this side, since my hammock's already on that tree, I'm going to pull the strap first towards the hammock, and then I'm going to try and do the exact same thing on this side. I'm going to hook the hammock about halfway so it's nice and snug. And now as I look at my hammock, I can see that it's more so inclined to that side, that there's more of the hammock over there. So I'm actually going to do a little bit of adjusting because I like it to be nice and perfect. So I'll just adjust it a little bit lower if I can. And I'll do the other side a little bit higher. I personally like to have my hammock at a more horizontal angle so that I'm not falling down or that my back is nice and supported. And so once your hammock is set up, there are only really two materials that you need to set up your hammock. There's the straps and there's the hammock itself. But there are other materials that you can have, such as a rain fly, if you want to go camping and you don't want to get rainwater, or if you simply don't want to set up a tent. And there are other amenities such as a pillow, a sleeping pad that you can put inside your hammock. But personally, all I need is the two amenities, the hammock and the straps, and I'm good to go. Before you sit in it, as I mentioned before, there's a small pocket just in case you want to put a book or a water bottle, something like that. And to make sure that it's right side up still, I'll see that the pocket is positioned correctly, and when I'm ready to relax, I'll just sit down.